sign from the episode If Angels Wore Swimsuits from Kneesocks anime. Bringing it all together feels so good. I already did start on the sign a little bit. First I took a couple of screenshots directly from the show, and then I moved those over into Photoshop. From there I did a little bit of line art to make it line up because Joanne's only had certain sizing and I wanted one that would be pretty decent. So with that right away, I'm ready to get started. I also stopped by the store and got some custom color mix for this because they're almost as dark as this wig, my rarity one. I love it! But I am quite excited. Let's get started. Oh, you guys are flipped around. Maybe I can change that for you. Help you out a little. I'm also getting signals that we are on very poor connection right now, so if this gets really choppy, you guys, I am so sorry. Alright, now I think you guys can see it from my point of view now, I hope. If not, please feel free to let me know, because I want you guys to have a great experience with this build, just like I am. Alright, looks like we are seeing things correctly. So, as you guys see already, I have the main portion of my Larnite drawn. So then, these are the 2 bottles of paint that I got. The formula is right down there. It's pretty close on one of the Dutch Boy colors, but it wasn't quite close enough. It was called Purely Purple. We did add a little bit more color B for black into it just to get it a little bit deeper. But they've already been mixed this morning, but you know, a little more never hurts. So we are just gonna mix that up. Where are my... There we go. I'm excited for this. So excited. Oh, looks like this one's not quite mixed enough, so I'm gonna give this one a few more shakes. Alright, let's hope now we're good, because this one we did. I'm just gonna start like this. Might as well. The original carve out the letters, I sadly have not had the time to do that, and I do want this done before the end of the summer. So, well, I was actually reached out to by a photographer friend of mine, PTP. He wants to shoot with us sometime at Daisho Cabanas. I gotta admit, I did heavily think about it. I'm still considering it just because, you know, why not? It could turn out very fun. I just know Kalahari has an issue when it comes to body paint in the water. So we're waiting to see what we could do if we have to switch over to using mainly bodysuits for that shoot. I kind of wouldn't mind it, just because getting those sexy poolside photos would be worth it. But we're also planning to get some at our local beach of Devil's Lake, so those photos should turn out really nice too. I'm going to be working with Echo 510 Sean. He's done a lot of work with me. Most of you guys already know his work. It's up in our channel bar. He shot up with us for Bakugo most recently, and I have been waiting to finish these girls so I could shoot with him again. We already talked about some ideas for the shoots and what we want to do. He even watched a little bit of the show since he's never seen it before, which makes me insanely proud that my work in progress and costuming can help bring more people into another fandom. We're so excited. I do have the swimsuits finished. I just need to do a little wonderfully willing. I just want to make sure she's comfortable and that she looks damn good in her swimsuit. I know she'll look good in anything, but, you know, I always worry when it comes to my friends and the costumes made for them. Let's see. I want to get this line nice and neat. Might even switch over to one of my detail brushes just for this. Yeah, we're gonna switch into a detail brush just to get that little edge. Got this giant jar of brushes that I've always had. It's so nice. Whenever a brush finally dies, though, I have to go out and get more. That part feels bittersweet. It's like, I've done so much with this brush, and now it has betrayed me and died. I will have to go over all of this white one more time later. This is actually a primer coat. Mainly because, well, it's kind of necessary with this wood. Need something a little bit more just to hold it all together. Again, I should have started over here with my W. If I have to flip it upside down. Come on. To be clean, and I have projects that I need to finish. It makes me happy that it's summer because I've been able to sucks. Alright, need to get into this. Here we go. What have you done so far this summer? I want to hear all about your fun the cosplay shootout that was hosted by PT June. Oh, yeah, beginning of June photo shoot. If I'm remembering my. Let me think. What came after that? That would be July. July was a good month. I had my 1-year anniversary. We have some ideas too. We're just trying to make sure everybody's on the same page for it. Set my little brush over here and switch back to my big guy. I'm gonna let those ideas stay secret for next year. After that was... After that, we started working on a few new projects. I had a couple commissions come in. One has already been shipped off by now because, you know, gotta get stuff done. The other, that was the end of July. Ending of July, I celebrated a very good friend's birthday, Raptor. Then, August. This has been a very fun month. I've been working to finish 3 on her swimsuit. That one's actually finished. I've just been procrastinating on making the little hair accessories. I decided to go with the Monokuma bears, and I like to make my little accessories out of clay, so they always take a couple days to dry and mold. After that, I generally will sand them completely smooth, just because that is one of my little perfectionist things. I like them looking nice and neat. I also did take a stop this month over at the Badger Steam and Gas Show. I was able to find a couple pieces of jewelry that were cosplays I planned out. I will let those remain secret though, because why not? Let's get to do more guessing down the road when I do finally start showing them off. You guys also did get to see Snow White was finished over the summer. The apron is going to be going to its new home soon because that one is a shop item for me for it's been almost a year, I think, maybe a little bit longer. But about a year ago, I had an idea of doing kind of a 1900 era housewife apron designs for all the princesses. And I figured Snow White would be the best one to start with because of her story. One of the props I had in my head, which was making a pie that would look like an apple home, and put a couple, just make it as something to put up in the shop, or even as a future giveaway once we hit 1,000 over on our Instagram. Or if somehow YouTube grows faster than Instagram, we can do it here. Let's see, there we go. The other idea I had was making a apple-shaped purse. I mean, I've seen them all over the place, but I still think they're cute, and that's all that really matters. I do also have to be careful from now on. When we had our last live stream, which was the work night with Raptor, we got dinged by the YouTube Guideline Center because the music was copyrighted. And of course, everyone likes to horn in on copyrights. That's why we have royalty-free stuff. I've actually found a lot of music I like, though, in the royalty-free zones. A bunch of it has managed to make its way into my phone's downloaded playlist. Whenever it pops up and people ask me, like, who named this? And I have to go, I have no idea. It's a royalty-free thing. They kind of give me this weird look, though. Which gets to be fun and a little alarming at the same time. Just because royalty-free music is pretty darn good. The vlog music we use is a free track called, I think it was called Lyoko. Loco. It's something with an L ending with an O. Wasn't very long of a word. Part of me wants to say Lyoko, but then I'm remembering that is from Code Lyoko from when I was a kid. Anybody else remember that show? I thought it was really good, and I was so disappointed when it all ended. Just because I'm one of those gluttons who want more. I was sad when Danny Phantom ended, too. Ugh, can't wait to make that costume. Because that one is confirmed for us. We just don't know when. Probably going to be for ComfyCon, just so I can have a little bit of an easy day that weekend. Next weekend is actually going to... Oh, frick, it's not next weekend anymore. It's going to be this upcoming weekend. Ooh. Well, for the next weekend we have where it's going to be ChizuCon in Madison on Saturday. That one I am really, really looking forward to. I think it's going to be a great time. Be excited to see what they do, though, and what they pull off. So far we're going to be entering in any competition, meeting new people. For some reason, you meet the best people in competitions. To learn. Like, back at No Brand, when I was waiting inside the main events room while everyone was seated and lined up, I was talking with a bunch of people and, making new friends. I got about my beads, which made me pretty happy I made that tutorial, just because then it was like, well, man, you can email me here if you want. Ugh. Nobrand was amazing. The memories I have from all the different cons, just, they make it all worth it. I'm excited to meet new competitors, especially being a first year for Chizu. I'm hoping they bring in a new crowd. Ooh. Alright, switching over to detail brush. Gonna go in right. There we go. When put my own little bit of flair, because everybody has to have something in their costume that is purely them. And I like it being in my tiny notice. Like my Bakugo. Let's grab some red paint, because we still have to paint the little red demons down below, and I want you guys to see what those guys are gonna look like. Oh, hello paint. Oh no, I think I might have left it in my other bin. Well, I do have my enamel paint too, but I think this needs a lot of shaking up. Yep, I left my paint in the other room. I will be right back then, you guys. I am sorry about that. I didn't even notice I left it. Hi, Figo. Be careful, little one. Alright, got the paint. Ugh, I feel so bad for forgetting that. So, let's go going then. Slide this back into place. Oof. I got a fancy new tripod set up, and I am still personally trying to get used to it. A little red paint, because yes, I'm probably going to go through and detail first, just to make it a bit simpler this time. Ah, forgot I need to put the paint on. Well, that's what little spatulas are for. We're going to go for right, left, right. Let's go left. Alright, left demon comes first. Gonna start down here on the wings. More than likely I'm gonna layer up the paint just a little bit. I also got a clear coat to go over the top of all of it, because you can't be too careful, especially for a prop that's going to be out in the sun and possibly getting wet. Depends on how we frame most of these shots. I have some ideas, not all of them though, because whenever I work with Sean, a lot of it is usually just going through the motions, candid shots. Because candid shots are actually some of the best you can get. You get those tiny little moments that aren't completely staged, that get you some extra emotion behind them. And I think they are some of the best photos you can get. It's why whenever I'm with him, we usually just pick an area and I start going through like different things I think I could do. Lots of Bakugo was actually climbing around on the rock faces out at Devil. There was a road going right by the cliff, and we had a lot of people walking by just waving, curious on what we were doing, which it was nice when explaining to people what cosplay is and what I do. Got some pretty backstage photos. And then getting to show people this new, well, not new, but new to them, a new world to possibly go and experience if they ever feel like it's something they're comfortable doing. It helps. Plus, I've met so many people who have benefit from going into the us. It's wonderful. I love the sense of community most people share. Like, you still see the cosplay hate online, but I'd like to think it's getting slowly better, especially when you go to cons physically to just have fun and talk with people. Like, yeah, you're still gonna have some jerks, but most of the time, you're running into some pretty cool people. You know, I almost said cool cats there, just because 2020s is coming around, and 20s style slang has been stuck in my brain. Because why not? Let's bring it back. Cause cat's pajamas. Oh, we have a question popping in over from Instagram. What are your plans for your next couple convention? Well, Cheese being over today and the BabyCon, I am going in pretty simple as C2. She's the newest, most recent character I got photos back for, so I am so excited to show her off more. She is my girl. She was actually, well, I think she was Code Geass was my 4th anime I ever watched. The first was actually Elfen Lied. I know, strange first one to watch, but it didn't scare me away none. I actually thought the gore was pretty cool along with the story. Second was much more lighthearted of Shugochara. I still plan to cosplay something from that, I just have not been able to decide what. Then Code Geass, yay! After that is LionCon. You guys voted. C2 is also going to be making an appearance out at LionCon, but I am also bringing out something new as well, just for a little bit of extra comfort while I'm out judging. For anybody who hasn't seen our updates, we are actually going to judge at LionCon for the cosplay contest, and I am so excited for it. It's gonna be wonderful, especially to meet all of you people, all you guys, and your costumes. I'm excited to see all the details up close and pretty much talk to some brilliant makers. Daisho would be after that, and Daisho, Friday I'll be part of a ReZero group as Ram, pink hair. Raptor is going to be my cute little Rem. Then Saturday is our patrons only competition piece. Once it's finished, they will have the choice of you guys either getting to know what it is at that time or waiting until we share the pictures of it at con in our stories. I haven't checked in with them yet because I'm going to wait till it's finished to see what they want to do. Ooh, so many times. I have to go over the edge enamel paints I'm going to be using for that part though. Breaking out all the fancy guns on this one. Alrighty, I think I am good to start using my bigger brush. That one is not okay for this. Well, this one will work. We're gonna set this down here. I've used this brush so much it's gotten a little bit stained. Yeah, we're gonna need to add a couple of layers on this guy. Yeah, we're gonna need multiple layers. That'll be fine. That just means I get to paint for longer. But I am now noticing the time. We need to start doing these things earlier in the day. What would you guys actually think of doing a live stream earlier in the day and I show you more of the process I use for doing this? I guess comment down below, and I can also put up a couple of polls on both Facebook and Instagram. Oh, I also have fun news. We have a Twitter now. Just because I've been told a lot that sometimes Twitter is easier to help people find you during a con, because you never know how old a story is when you're just ChizuCon gets here, and of course during LionCon, because why not? Oh, gotta be careful there. I can cover that up with a little bit of black when we do the outlining. I know I should technically do the outlining first, but sometimes I get a little bit messy when I paint, and outlining is the best way for me to clean things. Oh. You guys know me, I am an insomniac, but I do have to do my nightly stuff. Instagram stories. There are way too many platforms to keep track of. I wish they would just put them all in one place to make it easy on us creators. I'm also trying to figure out ways that I can share more of this with you guys. We've been looking into the possibility of doing Twitch as well, but I like YouTube more, because Twitch is definitely good for gaming, and, well, you guys don't really game much. Well, I do, but definitely not stream-worthy gaming. I get a very, very bad sailor's tongue when I play games. Plus, my favorite games are horror genre. And I know not a lot of people are into that. Which is horrible, because scary games are the shit. Making these has been so exciting. Like the swimsuits especially. I liked the neoprene fabric I used with C2 so much, and it's a swim fabric anyway, so was shown that a couple of you guys who follow me and keep up with my work also decided to give the material a try for yourself, and that makes me really happy. With the swimsuits I did, I tried a couple different techniques. I tried the actual way you're supposed to sew neoprene, which is a cut and then slid together. That I tested out on the bottoms for Junko. Pretty happy I tried it out. It does have a different look, but I don't quite mind it, especially when it came to her swimsuit. Swimsuit's finished, just gotta get those darn bear pins. Part of me has been thinking about just buying them, but I would love for her to be 100% handmade costume. Well, technically not all the way handmade, although I have been looking at possibly making my own wigs from scratch recently for a couple of cosplays I want to do. Because I have ideas, and one of them is going to be requiring what is called a 360 lace frontal, which pretty much is circle enclosed, like the full edge, outer edge of a wig as lace. And I am going to use the crap out of that for the next one, because it's going to need so much help holding some of the pieces together. Because this one gets big and it gets a little heavy. Alright, we are just about done. Well, we're not completely done. If you guys want to, I can either finish this sign on another day, or I can finish the rest of it with the full Scanty, and I will leave that up to you guys. But I gotta wash off my brushes and get moving because night owls wait. So, let's see here. Alright, there we go. Hi again, face. Really fun to work on this today with you guys. I am so excited to finish and keep going. But, as usual, for anyone who stick around this long through our ramble time and painting, don't forget, hit the subscribe button, which turns into a bell. Then if you hit that bell, it turns into you get notifications live. Get to let me know down below what you guys want to see next and what you want to do.